Okay, Linda. So, we're going to talk about your work trying to get him on the pedestal. Now, obviously, what you want to happen is you want him to step on the pedestal when you ask and step off when you ask. Now, what's happening is he's kind of doing what he wants. He just thinks you want him to walk circle after circle, and the pedestal is just a few steps in that circle. So right there, he just stepped right on over. Now right here, you should have added pressure, gotten after him, sped him up a little bit. I would have taken him over to the side, maybe trotted a few circles, come back to your pedestal. And right there, you should have stopped him, then asked him to get on. You're just pulling him on the pedestal. Let's talk about the praise. You praise for a few seconds. I want more praise. 20, 30 seconds, a minute. Not enough, and he chose to step off. Now here you're pulling him around the circle. Again, I would work him, step up to the pedestal, stop, and then ask. See, he's making the choice. You're not. You're also standing back. I want you to step into him and use that time. Good job. Now this time you backed him up. I want to see more of that. You need to control his feet. You're not getting that control. He's making the choice. There he stepped on, and all that's great. But he's going to, see, he's going to step off when he wants. And you don't do anything about it. Right there, I would have taken him and worked circles, trotted circles, a lot of work. And then came back to that pedestal, stopped, which there's no stop in your energy, asked. Right there, step in and praise him. You're like waiting for something to happen. You need to praise the try. Step in and praise the try. You're kind of too far back. You're allowing him to push past you also. So really praise that try. And see, now you're pulling, you're stepping back, saying, I'm out of your way. You can step across the pedestal. No big deal. You're pulling. There he tried. I would have stepped in and praised immediately. A lot. Praise right here. Take your time, hesitate, rest. You just ask him again because you want all 4 feet on. You're rushing. I would have praised that. Step in and praise. And probably after that praise, I would have backed him up and tried again. But you just keep pushing. This is where you're nagging. You're asking him. You should have praised there and stopped and hesitated. You're just kind of waiting for something to happen. And he's like, whatever, lady. There you step back. You're going to point with your left hand too. You like to do that. That point means walk, not stop on the pedestal. You're missing a lot of opportunities here to praise, and there he just steps right off. Again, I would have taken him over, worked some hard circles, come back to the pedestal, stopped, which there's no stop, asked him to get on. You're just leading him on it. Now praise because he stepped on it. You're pushing. You want that? Nope. You didn't get it that time. There was no stop. There was no hesitation. There was no praise for the try. You've got to praise that try. You've got to put work on him off the pedestal. Rest on the pedestal. Right there, step in and praise. See, you step back on that one. I want you to rewind that a bit and watch yourself. You step back. You give him the open door to step off. And that, I know you're videoing, but that wasn't a good place to stop. We'll talk about that in a second. Now this one, I just put this in here because to me, this is what's happening in his mind. You're walking circles. There's no stop and rest on the pedestal. Really think about this. I love this. This is a real indication of where your head is. You're just pulling him around. Now, third video. Think about everything I said. You should be working him, trotting. Come up to your pedestal, stop. See, you're nagging. There's no stop, there's no ask. Now praise, which is good. You should praise longer, 20, 30 seconds. There goes that left hand. And you also say whoa in here, which I don't want to hear. There, you asked him to get off. Unknowingly, he got off, and then you tried to stop him. Here you're dragging him around. You should be working him. You should come up to that pedestal, and you should stop and ask. You're just dragging him up. Step in, praise him. Be a little closer, praise longer. Take some time here. There goes that left hand. You're asking him to come up. Step in and praise. You're nagging right here. You're asking for too much. Now you stopped him with the stick. The stick shouldn't stop him. And he got on, but he got off when he wanted. He took a step down and you pointed your hand and said, okay, good boy, let's step down. You need to slow down. It's like working on that side pass. Don't ask for too much. You're asking for too much. If you'd slow down and praise the try, you'll have it. You're asking him praise. Step in and praise here. And I probably would have backed him up here and done it a few more times. Praise, 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 just to kill that forward motion thought. You step back. You're asking him to get on. You missed that try. You should have praised that one. There's another try you should praise. And there's another try you should praise. Now you try to pull him to a stop. Praise him. This is where I'd step in. The second he thinks step off, you point your hand and say, okay, yes, sir. That's what we'll do. You need to break that habit and ask him to back off or ask him to step off. Or if he does step off, you work him, come back to the pedestal, stop, ask him to get on, praise him for standing on it. The pedestal should mean rest. Everything else should mean work.